Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space where we discuss everything relationship and love. And I'm your host, Franca. Tonight on the show, I have Sajo and Precious Ode. I don't know if Sajo has joined us, but I know Precious is supposed to be here. Hello, Precious. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm here. Good evening. Yes, Joe just
Hello.
joined.
Hello. Precious. This is Nigeria. Now, this
I can hear you.
Port Harcourt is really doing you well. Oh. If you come Lagos, you not go fresh like this.
Are you sure? Me, I'm
Trust me.
beefing Sajo.
This is Nigeria. Now, this really doing you well. Oh.
Joe, I just want to.
Sajo. Sajo, can you hear us? Is Sajo not here? Oh. Sajo, can you hear us? Okay, I don't know. Sajo is not saying anything. Maybe he has network issues. Precious, what did you're beefing Sajo? What did Sajo do? Hello, Precious. Can you hear me? I think we're having network issues. I can't seem to hear anybody anymore. Hello. Okay, let's quickly go on a break. I think we've lost our co-guests. Let's quickly go on a break and then let's sort this out. I think there's a network issue somewhere.
Stay tuned. Heartlines will be right back.
This season on Heartlines, we're committed to making a difference in people's lives. So Heartlines, in partnership with Reda Consult, is offering 12 free slots of counseling every quarter for people in need of professional counseling. Additionally, we're taking on 2 pro bono cases for individuals navigating a challenging divorce. To participate, please send an email to counsel@vedaconsult.com with your story. Our team will carefully review all submissions and will contact all the shortlisted candidates. Heartlines is live Mondays to Fridays at 10 p.m. So engage with us.
Thanks for staying with us on Heartlines.
Okay, sorry. I think we had a bit of network issue. I think we have everybody back now. Precious, you're back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Sajo, are you here?
No, I'm not.
Troublemaker. Sajo, the only reason I'm looking for you is because Precious says she's beefing you. So I want to know why Precious is beefing you. What's the problem?
Oh, please, we have settled it.
Oh, really? Okay, that's fine.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Precious, I am done. I will never side with you again. No, not over Sajo. Not over Sajo. I will never side with you again. But I hear, guess we're all good. Sajo, how did you spend your day?
I spent it partly with you.
Yeah, after you left me, what happened? How was your day?
I went to pray for your sins.
Am I that bad?
Yeah, bad, but not that bad.
Okay.
You're still manageable.
Oh, good. There's nothing I have not seen with this Sajo. There's nothing that I haven't seen. Okay, so tonight on the show, we're discussing are open relationships truly sustainable? I think because of this whole, yesterday we talked about the cheating episode that has been going around, but truly, thinking about it, if people are in open relationships, will things be better? Sajo, what do you think about open relationships? And if it is truly sustainable?
I think we are now at the height of our moral put it lightly. It is having conversation around open relationship in Nigeria. Need to be unaware of the fact that that seems to be the order of the day. It's now gradually becoming a norm and acceptable by a lot of married couples. But for me, I do not see how the express intention or approval to share what ought to be private in your relationship with a third party can make your relationship better. I just feel that we are losing our minds and we are getting over westernized in our thinking. I would sit back and watch this happen, but I am certain that there's no sharing that can better a relationship that is already programmed to hit the rock.
Okay, so Bossa Joe, somebody said today that a lot of people are denying that, but that a lot of people are in denial. But the truth is that a lot of people are in open relationships, but they are not just aware they're in open relationships. Is that true?
Now, I do not even understand the denial part of it. I don't know what is denying about a relationship. I mean, if you are in an open relationship, it's consensual. You will know you are in an open relationship. It's not, and an open relationship cannot be excused for cheating. Those are two distinct, unacceptable, and unexcusable relationships. Let's not paint it. An open relationship, simplicity is two persons in a relationship agreeing that they want to allow third parties access to their core tool of the relationship, their private organ with which establishes the secrecy and the loyalty and the exclusivity of the relationship they now want to share to the world. That is what open relationship is.
Okay.
So it is not remotely possible that you be in an open relationship and not know that you're in one.
Okay.
That also does not excuse you from cheating. Cheating
Okay.
is not open relationship. You are cheating and you are immoral and irresponsible. That is not open relationship.
Okay, so what if we say that, let's paint a picture that, because a lot of women know their husbands are cheating, so it's no longer a secret. You understand?
A
It is no
lot
longer.
of men also know that their wife. That let's not
No, it's
always
not a
have
gender
gender
thing,
discussion.
Sajo. It is not a gender thing. A lot of men and a lot of women know that their spouses are cheating.
You say a lot of women know that their husbands are cheating. That is already gender.
No, I
Gender
just said, so
selective
a
now.
lot of men and women, I'm not making it about a gender. Sorry. There are a lot of couples who know that their spouses are cheating. But they refuse to address. Yes, so they refuse to. They feel it's better not addressed. So would you not say the fact that they know means that they have accepted it? It's consensual. Would you not say that? The fact that they
It is
know
not
and
open.
they've accepted
It is not consensual.
it.
It is
Okay.
secret relationship.
Okay. Is what?
It's still not open. It's secret relationship.
Okay.
Because knowing and you see, consensus is tied to what in law we say consensus addendum. Two minds must meet to form a consensus. It is not speculative. It's not It's not an act you can assume exists.
Okay.
If it does exist, you will know it's sugar. If it does exist, you will know. If it does not exist, you will know. So it cannot, for any reason, be
Okay. I personally
speculated
think that if just that
exist.
the fact that it's not stated doesn't mean they have not, there are some things that are just people just decide to be quiet about. They have agreed in their minds, but they've not just openly agreed. But Precious, what do you think? Do you agree with Sergio?
Yes, I agree with Sergio because open relationships mean that both parties have agreed that they will engage in sexually with
Immorality.
third party. With a third, so it's not about one party only, sleeping with someone else and the other party is not doing the same. No.
Okay.
Two of them have agreed.
Okay.
Open relationship. The
Okay.
man, either they are bi or they have said, look, me, I will have my own man as a woman. You, my husband, you will have your own woman. They have agreed. Where a spouse is cheating and the other spouse is aware, but is not also doing their own cheating with the consent of this spouse, that's a different thing. That is not an open relationship.
Okay, but if they are both cheating, and within themselves, they know they are both cheating, but nobody has come out, they're not coming out to speak, they're not upfront about it, they're not speaking about it. What's that called?
They are just
Cheating.
living illusion. They are cheating. Now, open relationship, the basis of open relationship is communication and consent.
Okay. So once they have sat down, so once we sit down and have a conversation about it, and we agree and we put boundaries, there are clear communications, we say, oh, and there are rules to whatever it is we're doing, then it's an open relationship. Yeah. Is that what it means?
Then it's an open relationship, yes.
Okay, that works. Okay. So what do you guys think about open relationships and if it's sustainable? Is this something that people will recommend? Precious, as a counselor, is this something you would recommend for couples who are having problems in their marriage?
As a counselor, no, I wouldn't recommend open relationships. If my clients are engaging in open relationships, I will not stop them.
Okay.
But if they have come to me because of a particular problem that was caused, not stop them.
Okay.
But if they have come to me, them through steps, because they have to realize what.
Okay.
Now, the reason why open relationships are, for something to be sustainable, it means it should last a long time. It should stand the test of time. Mm-hmm. The reason why it's not is, you see this thing that we say, I understand, they understand, we have emotional maturity. Emotional maturity can disappear.
True.
And so jealousy comes in, you have issue of, you're spending so much time with that person, so time management issues. Why are you always with that person and not with you?
True.
You over-smiled at that person today. Because, like Sergio said, the sanctity of a sexual relationship is that it is just the two of you. So your world revolves around this person. When kids come in, it's a different ball game. You're not sleeping with your kids. But the moment you're sharing your bodily fluids with more than one person, it is never sustainable because human nature must prop up. Mm-hmm. Somebody will complain about you showing too much care, too much against one, and so fights will never be fair. Mm-hmm. Discussions, when it has to do with agreements on certain things, they might agree today, tomorrow it might change. Mm-hmm. So all of the dynamics will keep changing, and for that reason, it can't be sustainable. You can only enjoy it for the time.
True, I agree with you because even Sergio and I had a conversation earlier today, and we painted several scenarios. Because you'll be shocked that okay, we agreed to have to be in an open relationship, and then I meet someone who is completely, you understand, different from what I have at home. So we're like, okay, so how do we control our emotions? How are we going to tell ourselves, oh, do not fall in love, or oh, don't cross this boundary? Because I don't think those things are things that one can control. The person might just be exceptionally nice, knows how to treat me better or differently, and I just get comfortable with the person. So at that point, will I now say, oh, because I'm married, or because I'm in a different relationship, I would not want to. I would just feel that, oh, I'm better off here, so I can as well live where I am and go settle with this other person. I think people would have those, those kind of problems, So, but I don't know. But Sergio, what do you think would push people into agreeing to be in open relationships? Because I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Is it out of is it out of need or just midlife crisis? What really would, because
It
what really would
is
inform that decision?
it is an uncontrollable and insatiable quest for adventure and immorality.
Okay.
There's no other way to paint it because I do not think there are crises that can be resolved by sexual distribution. I mean, if the problems you have on earth is about sharing your body with multiple women or multiple men, I mean, if that's sharing your solution to that problem, you wanted it sick and it keeps completely wasted.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not find any justification whatsoever. I would judge in this circumstance. I will not say we listen, we do not judge. I would judge them as grossly immoral and irredeemably irresponsible.
Sajo, take it easy.
If you do not think, no, I won't. If you do not believe that you are qualified, able, or capable of loyalty to your relationship, then you have no business being in there. If you can no longer stand it, then move on.
Okay.
But to say you will be here, the Igbos will call it ononadia chodi. You are in a marriage and you're in a set of
Ononadi na achodi.
ononadia chodi.
Okay.
You are in a marriage and you're in a set of
Ononadi na
husband.
achodi. Okay.
You have, yes. You are in a marriage and you're in a set of husbands. You have one with whom you are licensed to engage in decent sexual relationship with, but you now elected that you should put your sexual organ in show glass for bidders. Whoever is willing to buy should come and make an offer, and you sell.
Okay, so
And then you want the approval of your spouse.
No, Sajo.
Because usually it is one idiot that starts this conversation, and the other one buys into the idiotic conversation.
So I am trying seriously not to judge. So, in all honesty, I'm actually trying to understand it as in how do we get to that point? Because
immorality.
Would you say, Sajo? Sometimes let's have an open mind. Sajo, I'm right now Gen Z mind that they get now, not they your era anymore. This Gen Z is really working out for them. Oh, I like a few things that they do.
Enjoy your open mind. My mind cannot be open enough to sit and have such irresponsible conversation with a spouse.
Okay,
how would you start? You not sit down opposite each other. Maybe you are having a tea
Sajo,
or coffee and say,
Sajo,
"Oh,
that's you.
Yeah, I think
Sajo,
we're
that's
having
you.
issues. Can we begin to bring?"
Sajo, that's you, and I respect your views. But you see,
Franca,
I would not.
How does this conversation start? How will it start?
Okay, so you'll be shocked.
Have
No,
you thought
Sajo,
of
but
it in
really,
your mind?
yeah. So, but Sajo, no, really, people might be having issues. People are really having issues in relationship. It could be anybody. Maybe the wife is cheating, because if I say man now, you go say, why am I saying the man? Maybe the wife is cheating. You painted a scenario for me, and the man is saying, oh, it might not even be cheating. It might be the man cannot satisfy the woman. It might be, oh, they're not hitting it right. And they sit down and say, you know what? Instead of, this whole issue of us hiding what we're doing, and we're sure that it's just something, in the moment, it's just something that won't last. Let's try this. Because I am open-minded, it doesn't mean that my views. I'm taking out myself because I cannot be everybody. People have different things going on in their head.
You're asking for my views, right?
No, so everybody speaks. I'm asking for your own view, but I'm taking. So it's not about me. Do you understand? We're not
Okay.
discussing what Franca is going to do. I'm just looking at it from everybody's angle, everybody's point of view, perspective. I've heard a story. I think I read. It was somebody was telling me that a young couple, they used to swing. They used to get into different sort of things. And then when the woman decided to start having kids, she called the guy and said, you know what, I'm done with this thing. I don't want to continue. And the guy said, no, you cannot say you don't want to continue. Maybe because the guy was enjoying it, and maybe it was based on those things that they got married. And he felt, oh, I married her because she was understanding and she was vibing, with me on these things we do. But now she wanted to start having kids, and she said, you know what, it has to stop. And it caused a really big problem in their relationship because the guy was for it and the lady said, oh no, I want to start having kids. I can't continue to swing and do all those things. So again, as much as my values are different, the things I want are different. There are people who, do you understand? They want I call it whatever it is. If you say they are sick, that's fine. If you say they have problems, but I just want to respect the fact that it is okay to be you. I will not judge you. Do you understand? If it is something that I'm able to tolerate, ask me. If you ask me and I say, oh, I want to be part of it, that's fine. But I think I have a choice to say I want to or I do not want to be part of it. Do you understand? Precious, what do you think?
See,
Okay, Precious, hold on. Sajo wants to
Franca,
say something.
the idea, okay. Franca,
Sajo, know what?
the idea
Okay.
of expanding acceptability or acceptance of individuals' preferences will lead us to a point one day when we begin to accept the unacceptable. We begin to offer, I offer each other to our friends or suggest crimes that, how can you not accept me? I'm just an armed robber. It's my view about life. I can rob. You
Sajo,
see,
I think.
what is wrong is wrong. There's
Yeah,
always
Sajo, you
that
don't
point
get
where we
it.
draw the
Sajo,
line.
no, Sajo, you still don't get it. My point is, even
My
now,
po-
okay, I'll give you
the,
a perfect
the,
example.
the point
Sajo,
I'm making is this.
okay,
Can I land on this? Can I land on
yes,
this?
yes,
You see, there's always a place where we have to draw the line. Now,
okay.
the simple question that plays in my head whenever I'm listening to this conversation is, if you remove sexual exclusivity from marriage, what distinguishes it from any other relationship?
Sajo, you asking me a question?
Yes.
Okay, Sajo, in my opinion, it's not just marriage. Marriage is not marriage for me. Marriage is just like, you know what, this is a lifetime thing. You can't back down or you can't take off. In every relationship, if you ask my personal opinion, it's the exclusivity in every relationship, be it marriage, be it partners, be it whatever. I
Okay.
do not subscribe to cheating.
Then we're
I
good.
do not subscribe to multiple partners. In fact, I do
You're
not
still my
think
friend then.
I do not think that there has to be a word marriage for me to be committed to anybody. The fact that I have decided to be with you, to be your partner, I don't know, I don't understand why I would. If I don't want to be with you, I don't want to be with you. That is me. And that's what I believe in. But then again, I'm old school. Do you understand? There are things that work for people. I would not say,
I thought you were moving towards Gen Z.
no. I think I'm beginning to enjoy. I see them do certain things, and I think that for the Gen Zs, they're not stiff. And I think being stiff sometimes is a problem. I'll give you a
They
perfect
are
example.
immoral.
Sajo, so but seriously, I'll give you a perfect example. Growing
They're
up,
very immoral.
Sajo, growing up, your parents, so my parents used to say, oh, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. While I was in school, I never had to travel. I had friends who would go out of school, go on trips and all that. But I didn't see it as things that, would interest me. I had friends who, were doing all sorts. But I will not say they are not my friends because that's what they do. But I will choose the line, you understand, to toe. Because that person, they have different reasons for doing what they are doing. I'm not in their shoes, so I cannot understand why they do what they do. And Sajo, you know, you and I have had a conversation to say that it is easy for you to judge someone if you don't know what the person is going through. You and I have had that conversation where we're talking about somebody having to put herself through school and having to be engrossed with rich men, or in quotes, men who could pay her because she had things to do. There was nobody. So really, you can't begin to judge people for that. I don't want to get into all that. You know, it's not my business. Because some people will say, oh, that you have someone who is doing things for you doesn't mean the other person has things. So whatever it is that informs their judgment on how to behave, that's their business, you know. But Precious, you deal with a lot of people. You deal with people a lot. You deal with couples. Are you telling me that if people come to you and they say they want to try it, you're going to say, no, don't try it?
Oh, no. Again, we, as counselors, we don't outrightly tell clients yes or no. What we do is walk you through the reasons why you want to take that decision.
Okay.
And help you understand the look. Precious, we've tried having an open relationship. We're going to talk about every other thing that they've tried. Try to find out what went wrong and why certain options didn't work for them. And then try to walk them through the reasons why they say they want an open relationship. Does an open relationship have benefits? Yes. Does it have disadvantages? Yes. Like everything in life.
Interesting.
You have said yes, works for some. Of course.
So please, can we educate Sajo on the benefits? Can we educate Sajo on the benefits of open relationship?
The question is it
I
sustainable?
do not want that education.
It is not. That is today. Sajo does not want this lecture.
No, but people need to know. No, so it's not about Sajo. So, Precious, do you think that this open relationship has benefits?
Yes.
What are the benefits? What are the benefits?
So there's one of the benefits is, and if the couple actually true, all the parties involved, if they are true to themselves, one of the benefits is open honesty. So there's no fear of hey, if my partner catches me doing this, you can actually tell your partner, the partners involved, everything that happens.
How is that beneficial to their relationship?
Because you are in a park to say
Precious.
Because they're going to communicate more.
No, Sajo. Okay, so no, because see.
The way they spread you.
Is that the way they spread you, Sajo? The way they spread you. No, Precious, let's get serious here. So let's get serious. I'm trying to understand how discussing that I slept with somebody, how is it helping my relationship? You know, I'm just based on the fact that, we said, so are you saying it helps communication?
Yes, that's one of the benefits because of so when I say honesty, I'm not saying you're not going to, sleep with other people outside the 3 or 4 or whatever number of you. I'm talking about because you're communicating more, you are not going to want to hide anything from each of the parties involved. And one of the reasons is
I don't agree with you. Because the truth is the man is not there in the room. How are you even sure she's saying everything that happened in the room? You're not sure. And guess what? I also think that the fact that you guys...
The 3 of you always have that. I'm assuming it's 3 people.
Okay, no.
It's 2 men and a woman or 2 women and a man.
I don't think that's how it happens. Precious, I don't think that's how open relationship happens. Because the truth is, you're not going to dictate.
Open relationship means that you are free as a bird.
You are free.
Go out there,
there's
sleep
nobody.
With
you cannot tell me who to sleep with. I will pick who I want to sleep with.
Okay, so now when you're talking about open relationships, what you just mentioned has to do with boundaries. So open relationships have boundaries.
Yes. No, so they'll just tell you don't do this, don't fall in love. So those are just rules to the whole game. You're not
No,
allowed to
some
fall
of
in
them
love.
say it has to be this person. We get to know. So in open relationships, it doesn't always mean that you have multiple sexual partners with the consent of your partner. It can also mean that you involve, for instance, couple A can decide that relationships. It can decide that, look, we like couple B, like couple A,
Isn't
and
that
both of
swinging?
That's
it's still
swinging.
an open relationship.
So I think so we need to actually identify these things. I think when partners swing, you understand, it's completely different from having an open relationship, because in my head, or what I think, I don't know, open relationship is you go date who you want to go date. You can see somebody, like the person, and then you come and tell me, "Oh, I'm dating this person." You understand? You don't even have to bring the person home. That's what it is. You don't have to. We are just dating. So, in fact, what I've heard is sometimes you don't even know who your spouse is dating. You just know that you are allowed to do whatever you want to do, and I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do. But
Okay,
please, we need to go on a
so
break. We need to go on a break.
okay.
Let's quickly go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue with this. This open relationship thing will scatter this show today. Sajo, you're just something else.
This season on Heartlines, we're committed to making a difference in people's lives. So Heartlines, in partnership with Reda Consult, is offering 12 free slots of counseling every quarter for people in need of professional counseling. Additionally, we're taking on 2 pro bono cases for individuals navigating a challenging divorce. To participate, please send an email to counsel@vedaconsult.com with your story. Our team will carefully review all submissions and will contact all the shortlisted candidates. Heartlines is live Mondays to Fridays at 10 p.m. So engage with us.
Thanks for staying with us on Heartlines.
Okay, so please note that you can share your story with us via our WhatsApp number 081903846663, or call in to join the conversations on 070225007749 or 0701424220. And please, 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 please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. Precious, you see the way Sajo was laughing about the conversation. So I think open relationship is completely different from swinging. It's completely different from arranged, do you understand? Completely different from those arranged gigs and all that. It's completely different. Yes. So an
Okay.
open relationship is, we sit down as couples to say, you know what? It is okay for you to date whoever you want to date. Some people can't be bothered. I don't want to know who you're dating. But I also have equal rights to date whoever I want to date. Do you understand? But then we'll set boundaries and rules to say, you know what? You can't do this. You can't do this. Maybe you can't do it in public. People can't see you together, so that people don't start questioning what we have. You understand? The children shouldn't get involved. There are different things you can put as rules depending on what you guys agree. So based on that, swinging is completely different. Swinging can be once in a year or once in 5 years. That swing partners, they like each other. We just want to try something new. That's completely different. So, but with what you know right now, would you say there are advantages of open relationship? Do you still think they have advantages?
Again, I will state, so swinging is a part of an open relationship. We have 3 major types, basically. And we've all mentioned what they entail. Swinging is the only one that we actually use the correct term. So when partners say they want to engage, the one that you don't need to know who I'm engaging sexually with, I don't need to know your own. That's a non-monogamous relationship. So we are not going to be monogamous to each other. Polyamory is all parties involved have to know. So the couple will say, look, whether you're bringing a single person or you're bringing another couple to us, everybody has to understand what's going on. And we must know each other's extra sexual partners at every point in time. Swinging now is one that is mostly with married couples, where it has to do with couples alone. So in swinging, they don't swing. So a married couple cannot say a single person should come in. No. Is an advantage to any relation. The question we keep asking is it sustainable? Because if this thing no they give joy, they no go do am. But can it give joy for a long time?
So,
No.
but if they are not, no, but Precious, if they are not with the same partner for a long time, so they practice the same thing, but so they agree on this partner. So every year they're changing partners. Is that not sustainable?
It's with consent now. It's with that's the thing about open relation. It has to be with the consent.
That's what
and
I'm
consent
saying.
Means you must talk.
Yeah, so if we're done, because like if this couple says, you know what, I'm no longer enjoying sex with this other couple. Do you understand? So after this part, so this thing is just for 6 months, this thing is just for a year. And then we'll go on with another couple or something. That seems to be sustainable. Until they now decide, you know
in the
what?
long run, it's not. Because like the story you gave, one partner would somehow get their head on straight. And I say, look, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Can it just be both of us? And then the other partner will not say, no. That's why I said the dynamics keep changing. That one will not say, no, me and you agreed that we're going to do it, until the end of time.
Okay. I kind of understand, but I wouldn't say it's not sustainable. I would say it depends on the individual.
It's not sustainable.
I would say it depends on the individual because it's what drives you. Do you understand? If from the onset it's never been your thing, and then somebody got you into it, maybe you got hooked to a partner who introduced you into it, and then you find out that it's not something you can continue for a long time. Fine. But trust me, Precious, there are people that's what drives them. That's what their life is about. So I would say it's really, depends on the people who are involved. Because you still see people who have been married. In fact, someone was telling me that he went into a bar, was in UK. He went into a bar and then this couple, old people, they may be in their 60s. They walked up to him to say, oh, they were trying to speak to him. It was a guy, if he can come join them. So you want to think that for how long have these people been doing this? Do you understand? So really, it being sustainable really depends on the people involved. Do you understand? It's not something, because you and I don't understand it. So for us, it's not something that would work. But for some people who understand how, because I've heard people say that it has helped their marriage. Have you not heard something like that?
Yeah, no, most couples like to try it.
Yes, they say it has helped their marriage. I know people who will say, oh, if it wasn't for this, their marriage, was boring, blah, blah, blah. So people have, like Sajo says, many are mad, but few are roaming. Do you understand? So really, you cannot begin to say, I really can't, like again, I'm having this conversation, but I don't even know how people get to that point. But guess what? I also know that sometimes frustration, you can be somewhere and you know what, you're asking yourself that, you know what, is it not even better if we just do this? Sometimes you don't even know, you don't even think that it will be, what you're doing, because you're just looking for options to make whatever it is you're in work. So again, I say I don't want to judge anybody. Sajo is of the opinion that it's stupid, it's crazy, it's this, is In fact, not only demonic, Sajo never talk. Sajo, is it demonic?
He said it's immoral. The height of immorality.
Sajo, is it demonic?
Grossly immoral.
Isn't that grossly immoral? So, but what do we now? So, Sajo, if these things are not things that couples or people should practice in relationship, what do we suggest people should do in relationships?
Communicate. Now, if for any reason you are lacking in need, deficient in any aspect of your relationship, in your view, sit your spouse, your partner down and engage his or her mind in conversations. What you think open, I mean, using terms as open relationship is us trying to curry this immorality. Now, what you think distributing your private organ to the world would solve could also be solved by communication.
True.
And you will not know. Maybe all you need to have is that discussion that, you know what, I'm not feeling this anymore. I need something else. I need something new. What you are looking for is Sokoto could just be your Shokoto. And then, after you have engaged in all of that conversation and have so exhausted it, and you find that you are not able to find happiness within, my advice would be do not die unhappy.
Okay.
There are rules to this. There are rules to this game. If you can no longer play by the rules, quit the game.
Okay. Okay.
Do not create another rules to the game. Do not try to use the hand of God in football as Maradona did and say, okay, now let the hand of God not be an acceptable way of scoring goals. Do not try to say, oh, swinging or open relationship, howsoever described, it's now the solution to my challenge or my problems. And then hang on to it. It is like drug usage. The people who are tied on drugs today saw that as their initial escape from the problems they thought existed. And then you keep going deeper into it. That is also where you get to after you have now been introduced to open relationship. You do it for 1 year, 2 years, and you see that initial hit you got, that initial high you got from it is no longer coming, and you now want to delve further into something deeper.
True.
Can I try lesbianism? Can I try becoming gay? Can I try this from the back? I heard that, oh, the man's G-spot is at the back. Can I try taking it from the back? You get to that point, you are still not satisfied because it has no ending. The quest for pleasure does not end. Then you want to do animals. Then you want to do some other things. Or you now say, okay, you know what? I have preference for children. Stick by the rules. There are rules of engagement. You elected to be married. If you were not married, you would have been free to do it with whoever, however, and wherever. But you choose to reduce yourself to one person. Do it with that person. Improve on it if you can. If you cannot, let it be clear that, oh, I have tried and this is my exit point.
Okay,
But
Sajo.
to say that you want to legalize an illegality or moralize an immorality in a relationship is for me not the way.
Sajo, so
I'm sorry. I may be all old school, but
no. I'm trying to understand. So I'm trying to understand what you're for. So are you saying the problem is the fact that you are committed to someone else? If you are alone, you can get into whatever you want to get into. It won't be a problem.
Yes, it's your life.
Okay.
It's your life. You don't owe anybody. You see, when you get it, and now that is the major problem I have.
Okay.
I will respect a man who says, I am incapable of now of faithfulness.
Okay.
For that said it, that the
Yes.
place I am, I cannot
Be
in
committed to
good.
one. Yeah, he
So
mentioned
I'm
that.
not going to get married now.
Yes.
I'll respect such man or such woman who says, because of the level of my libido, no single woman is capable, in
Of
my view,
satisfying me.
of satisfying me. So for that reason, I will not be tied to one woman.
True. Okay, so but Sajo,
Or
what
I will not be
if
tied to one man.
Sajo, so what if at the point of conversations or discussion, like before they get married, the man tells you, see, I know myself. I cannot be committed to one woman. Are you in with this? Are you in for this with me? What would you say if they had such conversation?
If a man came to me, no man can come to me and say he will not be committed to.
Not you. If a man goes, as in if. So what I'm trying to
That was
say
a
is,
joke. That was a
yeah, I get it. So what I was
Yeah.
trying to say is, if, before they get married and they have that conversation to say, you know what, the guy is open to say, I can't be with one person. And then the lady also says, I can't be with one person. And they decide to get married.
Now, you have created the rule from inception.
Okay.
You have created the rule that we are going to be married on every other terms but sex.
Okay.
You understand? It's not while you're already involved in it, you create new rules.
Okay.
You have already established from day one that, you know what, in every other thing we can be exclusive.
Okay.
But you see this sex thing,
Okay.
I cannot be loyal to you. I cannot hold on for you. Please do not hold on for me too.
Okay.
That is clear.
Okay, so that's acceptable
And
by
for
you.
me, I won't have issues with such persons.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Though I will also think that they are debased.
okay, that's fine. That's your thought.
Because knowing women, I do not think any normal woman who functions rightly would see a man she is in love with and engage in that conversation to say, you know what, madam, I want to get married to you, but I'm a male prostitute. I like to distribute my yoke everywhere I go to. And the woman will say, you man,
Sajo,
I also want to marry
you see this
you.
Gen Z. Sajo, you say Gen Z. Don't underestimate them all. Anyway, since you have said you do not have a
I say
problem
they
with
are
that,
very immoral now. I'm not underestimating them.
you know? Okay, so Sajo, since we have established the fact that, oh, if they have that conversation before marriage, then it's okay.
Free.
Good. So what if we
But if they
get
came to
married?
me, let me clarify this. If they came to me and said, oh, this is what we have agreed to do, I'll tell them not to get married, that they can cohabit, they can live together, bear
As
children, and not
partners.
get married.
Okay, as partners.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
what I would advise them.
Okay, so Sergio, now let me paint another scenario. So we have gotten married,
Enter.
and we didn't think we had that urge. Do you understand? But again, after getting married, both of us agree that this is what we want to do. Nobody is imposing anything on the other person. We both agree that, you know what, yes, at this point where we are right now, this is what we want to engage in. Why do you see something wrong in that?
Because you engaged in something that already has its set down rules.
Yeah, but
now let me paint it this way. I'm coming. Let me paint it this way. I'm a lawyer, right? I wake up one day, I say, I want to study law, but I don't want to wear wig and gown. Right? At that point, once I'm called to bar, I could decide to be in the corporate world. I could do that for 50 years and never wear my wig and gown. But I cannot start practicing law, go to courtroom, remain in courtrooms, and say, my lord, I no longer feel comfortable wearing wig and gown, but I still want to be committed to this courtroom.
Okay, so so Sergio, I don't think there's a problem there, but get Precious, what do you think? I painted two scenarios.
You'll be the man. There's no
If
problem.
Sergio agrees to the fact that if you have that conversation before marriage is okay because you guys have agreed, then what is the problem when we have even gotten married, but we now chose to also do the same thing? Is there a problem there?
So I would say as long as you both have that conversation, there's actually no problem there. Between
Okay.
the two of you,
Yeah.
my morals apart,
Yeah.
you both are saying, look, at this point in time, this is what we think this is what we need to tell you what marriage or to take your relationship. You have to figure that out for yourself.
Okay.
So if you decide that this is what you want to do, my job is to make sure that this your decision, you are very sure of,
Okay.
what you intend to do, and that you understand that whatever comes out of it, you are solely responsible because
Accountable for
you took
it
that decision
on your
yourself.
own.
So whether
Okay.
it is good or bad, there is no it's good, you blame yourself, it's bad, you commend yourself. No.
Okay.
You could chest
Okay.
out.
Okay. So that's how I see it as well. I totally agree with you because, like I said, now your choice. But I also understand where Sergio is coming from to say that
Yes.
if we continue to always say, oh, it's okay for you to do what you want, do what makes you happy, then you understand the world is going to be a crazy place because then there are no rules. Anybody can just misbehave or do whatever they want to do. So I understand, from both angles what we're discussing. But again, what can we do? It's just to tell people, you understand, make people understand that you do this, these are the consequences of, you understand, whatever it is you're getting into, and then you do this is what it is. But Precious, as a counselor, I think that, people have put their relationship, on the pedestal that, you understand, they are so choked that at some point, it is even better to leave. And guess what? I've heard people say that when they now allow their spouse go searching or go doing all whatever they want to do, they come back better. Precious, do you agree? They come back better because it is your experience. So you begin to appreciate what you don't have. When you date someone and you find out that, what I have at home is actually gold. The things I think are outside are really not worth it. Then you come back and you begin to
But you
behave.
want to test it.
Yes. You have to, it has to, see, Sergio, if something not burn you, if you not put hand for fire, Sergio, if you not put hand for fire, it burn you. You not go now when you don't see, say when it burn you, now you not go, now it go make you not go there again. Or Precious, what do you think?
That full hand, that full hand will roast for the fire.
Sergio, you're just a stubborn. Sergio, you're just a stubborn, problematic person. That's what it is.
For some, it has actually worked for them. Why for some, as the partner, but come on, go test outside. That's the end.
Exactly. So now 50-50 thing,
Your values, your beliefs, your truths.
Yeah.
You need to understand how it affects you and the relationship you're currently in.
Exactly. So finally,
when you come back,
finally,
when you come back, you're no longer married. You're just friends living together and doing whatever you're doing.
Sergio, we don't
There's
see
no more
the truth
exclusivity.
So Sergio, at the end of the day, let people be. You understand? Is what works for them. But then what we're saying, what our conclusion is, if it's sustainable, it's relative. Depends on the individuals, you understand. If there are advantages, depends on the individual. If there are disadvantages, it also depends on the individual. But people should actually understand what they are getting into. Because I feel that a lot of people just hear these things. That's the major problem we have. A lot of people just hear open marriage, hear swinging. They don't sit down to actually process these things, to understand that, oh, these are the effects. This is what will happen if I do this. They're just spontaneous and they want to just enjoy it. And then few months down the line, you're having issues that you're not prepared for, Yeah. So if you think that you're matured enough or you want to take certain decisions, it's only proper for you to do your proper research to be sure that it is something that you think is sustainable. Don't just jump into anything and carry the other person along and say, oh, you're enjoying life. Before anything happens, not go carry HIV. come the share round. But Sergio, your last thoughts, please. Before anything happen, not go carry HIV, come the share round. But Sergio, your last thoughts, please.
My last thought is that if you are if you cannot play by rules, don't be in a relationship that has rules.
Okay. Acceptable. Okay, so please note that you don't have to bear, we continue to say this, you don't have to bear your burdens alone. Send us an email at counsel@vedaconsult.com and we would have our team attend to you. Like this. They don't sharp, they solve your problem. So please, always try and see if you can send us. If you're going through anything, send us an email and then we'll get somebody to help you, hold your hands and help you through. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.